In the fast-moving world of AI-assisted development, security isn't just about scanning code anymore. It's about understanding the tools that generate it. Welcome to Hack of the Week, brought to you by Opos, where we explore the most pressing cybersecurity threats facing businesses and developers today. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Opos' YouTube channel for weekly insights that help you stay one step ahead of the next attack. This week, we're diving into a newly discovered supply chain attack vector that doesn't rely on malware or phishing, but instead exploits the very AI tools meant to help developers write secure code. It's called the File Backdoor, and it reveals a quiet, deeply sophisticated method for manipulating AI code assistants like GitHub Copilot and Cursor. This attack was discovered by Pillar Security during their investigation into how these AI tools interpret rules files, those simple, natural language documents developers use to set guidelines, enforce standards, and shape the AI's behavior during code generation. These rules files are treated as trusted input by the AI. They're intended to provide structure. Use this pattern, avoid that practice, follow this naming convention. But what the researchers uncovered is that these files can be silently weaponized. Here's how it works. Attackers inject malicious instructions into the rules files, but they don't do it in plain text. They use hidden Unicode characters, things like 0 with spaces, that make the prompt completely invisible to the human eye. During a manual review, the file looks clean. To a security scan, there's nothing executable. But to the AI assistant, the instructions are fully legible, and they're followed. Once these poisoned rule files are added to the project, any code generated under their influence may begin to include subtle, dangerous flaws. Authentication logic may be weakened. Hard-coded passwords might be inserted. Security checks could quietly disappear. And the worst part? It all appears normal. The developer sees a familiar coding pattern or structure and may not notice that something critical is missing or intentionally broken. These manipulated prompts don't just influence a single project, they persist. They spread silently through forks, shared templates, and open source contributions. This is why the File Backdoor is so dangerous. It can propagate quietly, touching thousands of downstream projects without a single alert being triggered. The researchers at Pillar Security demonstrated this with proof-of-concept files. They showed how an AI assistant, working under the influence of a compromised rule file, would repeatedly insert insecure code patterns, even when the original source code had been secured. And because these rule files don't contain malware, they bypass antivirus software, firewalls, and most traditional endpoint protections. So how did the platforms respond? GitHub and Cursor have acknowledged the risk, but so far, they've put the responsibility back on the developers. Their official stance emphasizes user vigilance. Review every line. Understand the prompts your AI is using. Don't blindly trust the suggestions, even when they appear to come from a secure source. No specific patches or filtering systems have been announced to block or detect these hidden prompt injections. That means the problem still exists, and it's up to development teams to recognize the threat and take proactive steps to mitigate it. This is a reminder that trust in AI has limits. These tools are powerful, but they're also highly influenceable. They reflect the inputs they received, malicious or not. And in this case, the input is something as unassuming as a configuration file. The danger lies in how quietly it operates. As AI becomes more embedded in development flowworks, so do new classes of vulnerabilities. This attack shows that even text files, non-executable, invisible to scanners, can be a vector for backdoor insertion. Not because they carry the code, but because they subtly shape the code AI will produce in the future. If your business uses AI-powered development tools, it's time to take this threat seriously. Audit your rules files. Monitor code suggestions. Educate your teams about how prompt injection works. And consider whether any of your foundational templates may already be compromised. The File Backdoor isn't just a vulnerability. It's a shift in how we think about supply chain security. In a world where AI can write your code, the attack surface now includes the files that guide its behavior. And that makes every shared config, every prompt, every rules files a potential risk. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the Opos' YouTube channel for more weekly insights. And if your organization is looking to secure its development flow works against advanced threats like this, visit us at www.getopos.com to learn how we can help. Stay alert, stay informed, and we'll see you next time on Hack of the Week.